Kareem's Quest is at the most beautiful villa I've ever been at in Jamaica, and this is Drax Hall, St. Anne to be exact, right? Now, this place was built by two black Jamaicans, born and grew right here, so I'm so proud of them as a couple. I mean, I have never seen something like this. I recently reviewed Princess Resort and Hotels, and that one was really good in terms of the overwater villas and everything like that. And this gives me a similar feel. Right now, it has 12 rooms in total. 6 of them are just walkout rooms. Now, by the time this video comes out, the owners would have finished everything completely. But right now, they are about 90%. Now, when you see this, you know, it is going to be finished completely. But I'm just talking about me being here right now. Now, it is called Opulence. And the name goes without saying, all right? Now, when you book, and they want, ideally what they want is that they want anybody who is coming here to book the entire place, all right? So, you know what I mean, they're working out the kinks same way and everything like that. Anyway, these rooms are some beautiful rooms to be in. They are now occupied. Kareem's Quest wish that I could have walked through them, but they are lovely nonetheless. All right, you have your seating area. Each of them have their own tub. Each person have their own tub, and you can stay out here, and then once you go inside, it's very relaxing, very comfortable. I mean, you know, just the design, and then everything is bird themed. So if you look at this right here, this is a nest. All right, so every single thing right here so is bird themed. Now, let me take you around real quick so you can see what the property is like. And just even look at this. All the finishes. I mean, this reminds me of like a hotel. I keep saying to one of the owners, I'm like, how did you guys get this whole thing? How you get this whole theme, right? I mean, just look at how the property is, and this is how you can also enter your room. So they give you cards too, you know. They give you your card. You go here, it's keyless entry, and then you enter your room from this standpoint, all right? So however you want to enter your room. And what is great is that they have detached all of these villas. So that is good also in terms of for air to pass through. So none of them don't even feel hot. They're all detached, all right? Kareem's Quest is really giving you an exclusive on this one. So this is what the entire area feels like. And everybody have their own like a backyard garden, so to speak, and you have your beautiful flowers here. And these were, you know, recently planted because everything will take its like a time, you know what I mean? This is opulence, as the name suggests. All right, let's get going. Let me show you what inside looks like for this place. Now, remember, you can also get my free magazine, Explore Jamaica. So I visit various places in Jamaica, and I write my reviews on them, and then you can know from there, so, you know what I mean, figure out where in Jamaica you want to visit based on the information that you get from my magazine, all right? And you can also go to my website, kareemsquest.com. So, let me continue to take you around. Opulence. Now, this area reminds me of a lobby area. This is what it looks like. This reminds me of a lobby area. Which villa, and this is the main house for the villa, all right? So people would come here, they would relax. There's multiple seating areas. And again, what the owner wants is for it to be rented to just one set of people, not individuals per se. I don't know if they're going to change that with time, but I do know that right now, this is how they would want it, all right? But it is a lovely layout. There's a bar area here. Now that container that's on the bar, that belongs to Kareem's Quest, right? There's a bar area here. There is, and you have your lighting as well. So everything is just laid out so nice. Like I remember being at Secrets Hotel in Montego Bay, and this was, you know, this reminded me so much of like even Breathless, which is their sister property in Montego Bay. So if you have ever been in a hotel lobby area before, right? No, I think the next thing the owners need to do is they need to have a receptionist just waiting for you and just ticking you off and have like an area with a computer, because this is fantastic. Now, this is your main living room area where you sit down and you watch your TV, and they have a massive AC unit here. And this is basically like an industrial AC unit. So this is not just a typical one. This is one that can get the entire area feeling cool. And these doors, these glass doors, I was told, they can just open up completely. So you can just have a full day where, you get full access. All right, they can all fold and open up completely. Now let me show you the rest of the area. And look at even this, look at the walls, look at these wood on the walls, right? These people are well traveled, really proud of them in terms of, what they're able to do. Let's just go outside real quick. Let me show you what outside look like. This is what outside looks like, and Kareem's Quest loves the fact that I can bring you to these gems and you can really see Jamaica in its fullness in terms of everything that Jamaica has to offer. You should see this place at night when it just light up, right? And you're seeing the background lights and you're seeing just the various parking lot lights. It just looks lovely. And you actually get access to a beach that is close by that's called Columbus Cove. So once you're here, you can bring up to 8 people free of charge to that beach called Columbus Cove, and they serve nice food there, so you can really enjoy yourself. I mean, it's lovely.
With so much information about this beach, I had to take the 2-minute drive to see what it looked like.
Funnily, today started out very sunny, and now it's starting to rain. But what I love about this beach is that it has every little thing for everybody, and it feels like a hidden gem because it's very secluded. Now if you look up there, so you have those lounge chairs where you can just relax and you feel a sense of privacy. And because this is a cove, the water is usually very calm, and they also put perimeters out there so you know where you must not swim beyond. So let's just go, let's continue to get a feel of it. The beach area for me is always a nice area to be because it's being beside water, it's being nature. It's like one of the best selling points of Jamaica to just see what type of beach we have. And a lot of families are here. You have a restaurant here, you have a bar here, you have various cooking areas that are here. And then one of the things I love is that you have these little spots where everybody can sit down and you feel a sense of privacy. You feel a sense of seclusion, even though you're in an open space, so to speak. So you see people can find a little spot where they put down the chair and they have the drinks that they're drinking, and you can order. Some people are playing games with their family members. So if you look behind me, you can see people playing games with their family members and just enjoying and having a good time. And this is what is beautiful about life here in Jamaica. At points it can become so slow where you get to live. You get to feel the moment. You get to embrace the situations and the seasons that you're in. And this is a beautiful place to be at, really enjoyable. I mean, I love it. I love how, everything is laid out. I love the nature and the fact that they have decided not to tamper with nature. So everything is built around nature right here, all right?
I stayed at the beach for a little while, then headed back to Opulence.
Now, when you're here, I don't think you're going to want to leave. You're going to treat this like a hotel. I mean, you're coming here, so by the way, I don't know if I saw a kitchen. I did not see a kitchen, There's a kitchen here, but I don't know if people are going to want to cook when they're here, right? I think you're going to want to have that type of hotel feel. Now, because they're like the 90% finish, I can't show you everywhere in a fully invasive manner that Kareem's Quest loves to do things. But I'm going to carry as far as I can carry you, all right? Now, these wood for the staircase, they come from Jamaica. The owner's father actually was the one that got them. So this is Jamaican wood right here, and then you have the glass frame them, right, and the metal railings. So up here are 6 rooms. Now because the rooms aren't fully finished, I can't get to show you around, but let me just give you a glimpse. This is the bathroom for one of them. Good. This is what the bathroom looks like for one of them now. I'm not going to show you around, not going to show you the bed or anything like that. We're just going to quickly walk out and I'm going to show you what you're going to see in this room. Now, when this room is finished, this is going to be the couple's room, and for obvious reasons, can you imagine waking up in the mornings and that's the view that you're seeing down there? This is just a beautiful view. Now, when you're here, what are some of the places that are close by that you would want to visit? So Drax Hall. Right in the vicinity, you have Knutsford Express. Now, Knutsford Express is a luxury shuttle service that can take you from the airport, which is in Montego Bay in a different parish, and it takes you to Ocho Rios, as well as many other places in Jamaica. But their Ocho Rios outlet is literally 5 minutes from here. So you can literally book a plane ticket, go to Montego Bay, and then just take the Knutsford shuttle, come to Ocho Rios, and literally take a taxi or anything and just come right here. So it's really convenient, all right? Let me go and show you some other places. I'm gonna walk out quickly, all right? Now remember, this place still have some work to be done, and by the time you see it, everything is finished. Now you just look at the fixtures as well. Look at those lighting fixtures. I mean, have you ever seen something like that just in a home? Good. I've never seen that in a home before. And then if you look at the other lighting fixture right here, that's beautiful. Like, you know, their attention to detail is something that I have to give them a lot of credit for. Now let's look at let's peep into another room. I was told not to come into these rooms, you know. So Kareem's Quest goes the extra mile for you. This is a room and it have a nice tub. Good. So look at the fact that you have this tub right there. So, all right. Now everything is not finished in this room as yet. But I see that they put a fridge there. I mean, it's basically laid out like a hotel room, like what a hotel room would be laid out. All right, so let's continue walking around. Now, let me tell you some of the other places that you can visit while you're here. When you're here, like, for example, a place named Plantation Cove, which is very close by, it has a lot of things that take place there, like a lot of the major concerts and everything like that. So if you want to stay here and you just want to stay central, this is extremely central. You have Duns River Falls, which is very close by. Like, Duns River Falls is probably 20-minute drive, 15-20-minute drive, and that's accurate. That's not like Jamaican time. That's really accurate time, all right? And it's a highway type drive. I'm just factoring in the traffic. So it's 15 minutes on a good day, right? You have Dolphin Cove, where you can go and really enjoy yourself. They have upgraded their property significantly. So you have all these various places that are close by that you can enjoy, that you can just, you know what I mean, kind of relax on. And if you want, you probably have a taxi service or so that comes for you and carries you to them. All right, come on, go and see if we can fast and find out, you know, what else this place has to offer. I'm going to go out on the outskirts again because I'm really impressed with what the outskirts look like. Now, I took you on one side of the property from the outside. Now I'm going to take you to the next side of the property from the outside. All right, now I was told that that little space right there is called Flatbridge. Not to be mistaken with our landmark that is in the Bogwalk region, but this is their own flat bridge that is there, all right? And as usual, what's a Kareem's Quest without me talking about the greenery? Greenery for me is very important because it signifies life. So wherever you find greenery, you find life. And I love the fact, I know what were the other rooms. So I took you up to the upstairs room. There are also downstairs room. Now the rooms the bed them need to be made, and you know the owner, she's very meticulous in terms of presentation. So because she just never felt like, you know, they were totally complete. At the moment when we're shooting this, she just wasn't fully ready as yet. So there are still things that she wants to put up, just like I can see right here. She wants to set up all of these little things. And for people who always like to support Jamaican owned and local things, then this is a property like that. But just remember that it's for the entire property that rental is required. So it's 12. So you really have to, you know, you bring your people them together. If you have a huge family, you know, everybody come together and then, you know, you divide it up. And that's basically horsey villas, like horsey villas really working, all right? It is in a community as well. All this is a part of a community. So, you know, keep that in mind. Now, for me, whenever I'm staying at the outside ones now, these must be the ones that everybody going to want to fight for. So whoever chump up the biggest amount of money, you come out here and you stay, all right? Because these ones have their own privacy, you know what I mean? And you have your, you know, you have your seclusion and everything like that where you can just enjoy yourselves. I love the plant, the palm trees. I love the layout in terms of, I can't wait to see when these edgings grow, how beautiful they are going to be. As I say, everything is still relatively new, all right? And by the time you're watching this, they would have launched already. Now, let me show you. This is, again, they're going to change out the locks for all of these because they want to have keyless entry. So you're just using your card to enter, you know, as you go forward. And I guess you can see where their influence is really coming from in terms of, you know, being at different hotels and getting inspiration and things like that. And, okay, I see one of the good Jamaican plants as well. I could smell it, right? So if you come to Jamaica, or if you know Jamaica, you know what that is, right? Nothing as good as that. Yeah, we can still show them, right? So, you know, I mean, if you're having any glaucoma issues, right? We here at Jamaica, we look out for things like that. We do take care of you. I mean, we have medicinal plants for every single thing. So again, this is a lovely area. Some work is still to be done at the back of the property because they're just laying out some of the plants and everything like that. They're not fully ready, but when they reached out to me, you know, I mean, I was like, listen, Kareem's Quest have to highlight this for his audience. And I love sharing things like this for you because, you know, I realize that you want to see Jamaica in so many dynamic ways. And I'm trying to show Jamaica from every angle. Even with my podcasts, you see Jamaica from a different angle, and I look at more serious topics and, you know what I mean, I look at things that are cultural as well as things that are socio-economic related. So Kareem's Quest tries to give you a full blend of Jamaica. So being here shows you the more vacational and the nice sides to Jamaica, but I can't give these people enough credit for the fact that they're able to build something and have a vision like this. I mean, this is just remarkable. There is a palm tree here. I wouldn't mind if it was a coconut tree. I hope that they do that though, right? I hope that they get a coconut tree at some point. Now, tune in for future videos where I can get to what, by that time the rooms are fully finished and I can get to show you what the rooms are like. You can enjoy them for yourself. Some of the rooms, I think one of the rooms is like teen oriented, so it has 2 beds in it. Some of the other rooms, there are king beds, just one bed in them. So, you know what I mean, it just depends on which room that you choose, right? But you can nonetheless get to enjoy yourself. Don't care where you are at a location like this, especially when that pool water starts to turn on and you're playing your music. And I think when I went into one of these villas right here, the suction for the bathroom, it had its own Bluetooth speaker built in it. So you can be in the bathroom and you play a speaker, and then the fixtures in there are also, what you call it again? The fixtures are all bird inspired. So if you go in there, you see a lot of bird inspired fixtures. What else did I see when I go in there? When I went in there, it was very spacious. It actually reminds me of a hotel room, and not just like a singular room, but it was a spacious room that have closet space, right? It had, I believe, a fridge was in there as well. So it had a lot of different areas in it, as well as a very extensive bathroom with a tub. Now, each of those rooms really have tubs in them, so you can, you know, you can feel romantic. I think you can be on your grown folk type stuff where you're just relaxing as a couple and you're sitting down and just enjoying Jamaica's ambience in every way possible. But this is really startling. Now, the first villa that actually blew my mind, and this was about 5-6 years ago, is a villa owned by a Jamaican who come from St. Elizabeth, and it's located in Westmoreland, that one is, and it's called Seabreeze. When I went to Seabreeze, I mean, I fell in love with it in terms of how they incorporated. They had a bus that takes, and they still have a bus that takes people from the airport and can take them on journeys around Jamaica, and it's wrapped in Seabreeze themed and everything like that. And when I'm here, this gives me the same feel. And I always look out, especially for Jamaicans who are able to do things like this, because something like this is not easy. By no feat is this easy. So for them to undertake a project on this magnitude, I have to give credit where credit is due. No different than Maurice from Seabreeze. I give you a lot of credit for just having the vision that you have for that property, because that was the first villa that I was impressed with in terms of just everything that it offered, the all-roundedness. Now, clearly there are more luxurious villas, right? But to have everything in one, in terms of, you know, enjoyment, layout, practicality, functionality, things like that. I always look at all of those factors as well as location, because this one, even though it's a little bit off the main, it's still in a central area. So you can get to a supermarket quickly. There is this club here, it named what? 12 or something like that. It's packing and it's having a lot of exciting things going on a Friday night and a Saturday night. So you have access to all of these different places. You have a food place as well that is close by. You have restaurants that are close by, KFC, Starbucks. So there are just so many places that once you're here, you're in a central vicinity, even though you're not in the heart of the traffic. And that is something that I know people appreciate. So as usual, you can always read more about places like this on kareemsquest.com. I love the support that you're giving me. Keep watching my content so that I can keep showing you new things about my content and just, you know, just sharing with you. I always say to all my viewers, and I mean this from my heart, you're always welcome to join the quest.